Today's show features highlights from both of LTU's men's and women's soccer and basketball teams, 2 special get-to-know segments, and a glimpse of virtual Blue Devils Day. Hello everyone, welcome inside the LTU studios for another edition of the LTU Sports Report. I'm your host, Jenna Rose. We're presented by the prestigious Lawrence Technological University located in Southfield, Michigan. None of this would be possible without our sponsor, Henry Ford Sports Medicine. Let's kick off this episode at Blue Devils Stadium when the men's soccer team faced the Concordia Cardinals.
What a beautiful afternoon it is here at Blue Devil Stadium, and it couldn't be a better setting for some soccer as the Lawrence Tech men's team takes on the Cardinals of Concordia for their fall finale. The Blue Devils team has been riding high on their stellar 4-2 start, a total flip of the script from 2019. However, LTU is looking to bounce back from their OT loss earlier this week to Cornerstone. Can the Blue Devils avoid dropping 2 in a row? Starting in the first half, it's the Blue Devils scoring leader Keen Lamb who gets past the defender and scores the first goal of the game. Lawrence Tech up 1-0 early in the first half. LTU would take a 1-0 lead into the break. Coming back from the half, here's the Cardinals on a set piece, and it'll be tipped back out by LTU goalie Ryan Alexander, but then deflected back in by Concordia, and the Cardinals would tie this game at 1 late in the second half. Lawrence Tech would not have an answer, and on we go to overtime for the second consecutive game. Both teams would fail to score in the first OT, so let's take you to double overtime, where it would be the freshman sensation Keen Lamb with the bicycle kick for the game winner in double overtime. Lawrence Tech would win this one in dramatic fashion with a final score of 2-1.
You know, I went into the game thinking like, yeah, this is the last game of the season. We need to take a win. So that was my overall goal, both individually and as a team today. And as you can see, it worked out pretty well.
Now it's time for our Get to Know segment where you'll get to meet one of the Blue Devils from the LTU dance team.
Hi, I'm Lily. I'm on the dance team and I'm a freshman. My favorite food is mac and cheese because I love to make it with my mom. My favorite TV show is Brooklyn Nine-Nine because I love the action in it and it's funny. My favorite vacation spot is down in Mississippi because my uncle lives there and I love going on the water with him. My major is architecture and I'm going into it because I love to design houses and their interior spaces. My favorite dancer is Misty Copeland because I love the way how graceful she is.
We watched the battle that took place between the LTU men's soccer team and the Concordia Cardinals. Let's check out how Lawrence Tech's women's soccer team fared.
We're back at Blue Devils Stadium, but this time it's the Lawrence Tech women's soccer team taking on the Concordia Cardinals. Picked to finish 6th in the WAC, the Blue Devils have defied the odds this fall season as they have yet to lose a game. Can they end their fall season undefeated? Let's find out. Starting in the first half, the Blue Devils strike quickly as freshman Jessie Koji finds the back of the net to put LTU up 1-0. Senior goalkeeper Rebecca Almendo's excellent blocks would keep the Cardinals scoreless in the first. Lawrence Tech would take a 1-0 lead going into the half. Coming back from the break, it would be the sophomore Jenny Deere who flies down the field and puts the ball in the back of the net off a beautiful pass from sophomore Deanna Hill. LTU goes up 2-0 midway through the second. The game is not over, however, as Concordia's Kiera Savage would score the lone goal for the Cardinals. Lawrence Tech would hold on to the lead, winning this one 2-1.
We honestly just were talking, making sure 14 was one of their really good players, so we just made sure we knew where she was. And obviously getting the blocks in and talking, and that's kind of what helped us through it.
Given the circumstances, we put a lot of time and energy into preseason, and we really capitalized on the opportunity that we had to play early on. And we had 2 months almost of practice until our first game, and I think that really just helped us create the chemistry that we needed to go on and place first in the fall season. I'm very sad. My season was cut a little short, but I'm really blessed to be a part of this team for the past 4.5 years, and I love these girls more than anything.
This week, LTU men's basketball team kicked off their season, and we were there at practice to check it out.
We're looking good, looking confident. We've just been trying to work on all the little things within our game, like as a whole. So I think we're all super excited to get out there and get the season started.
A few things are different this year with COVID, but we got pretty much all returners this year, a couple new freshmen. We're all excited to kick it off.
We didn't have the summer that we wanted to have, but I mean, overall, we're grateful for the opportunity to be here and practicing.
Oh, obviously the summer was different with the shutdown. We just worked out at home, did what we could on our own, and when we came back, we were ready.
Yeah, this summer's really been awkward. We usually are here and usually working out together, and we kind of had groups. There's 3 or 4 of us, and we've just been keeping in contact with each other, making sure we're staying positive, always thinking that we're going to have a season, and when we do have the season, we have to be ready for it. So we always kept that mindset, and we kept going.
We have outstanding leadership. I mean, Alec, Gunnar, Carter, Isaiah, Brandon, and just having an older and veteran team. Things came together pretty seamlessly. And also, we talk about adversity a lot in our program. So we feel like that dealing with COVID and other things has been front-loaded. So once we got back together, we just picked up right where we left off.
I mean, we're looking good. It's kind of been hard. We've had like 30 practices with just 1 scrimmage, so it's kind of hard to get through it. But we've been positive. We've been grateful for everything we've been given, and even to be practicing right now is honestly great. We have to be grateful for that, because there's some teams that in our league even they don't even have a season, so they're not even practicing right now.
Under the current circumstances, I didn't know if I was going to be able to play this year, and just to be able to play my last year with this group of guys, it means a lot. It's exciting.
You know, with everything going on, we're just taking it week by week, game by game, day by day. You know, we're just really focusing on what we can control, which is coming in here, getting better, you know, getting extra reps, you know, doing what we can to really maximize our potential as a group.
Overall, we're right where we need to be.
Now it's time for a break, but stick around because we'll be right back. Welcome back to the LTU Sports Report. We hope you're enjoying the show so far. Already this episode, we met a Blue Devil athlete. Now it's time to meet one of our coaches.
My name is Rob Murray. I'm a grad assistant and also assistant linebackers coach. I was previously at Taylor University, a 4-year letterman there, and then this is my 2nd year here at Lawrence Tech. I'm just excited to be here. The thing I'm most looking forward to this season, just new year, new expectations, and just the hard work that our players put in. I'm looking forward to seeing that come to fruition.
LTU football is ready for kickoff. A huge push to grow the roster is on now. Scholarship opportunities are available. If you are interested in playing football at Lawrence Technological University, recruit yourself by going to the football page at ltuathletics.com.
Now it's time to head down to Indiana for some women's basketball highlights. The Lawrence Tech women's basketball team traveled down to Fort Wayne, Indiana to take on the Cougars of St. Francis inside Hutzel Athletic Center. The Blue Devils won a hard-fought battle against Rio Grande for their season opener. Can they win their first game on the road? Starting in the first quarter, here's the sophomore Julia Huey, who drains a bucket from downtown to tie the game early at 5. Lawrence Tech would find themselves down 22-20 at the end of the first. Moving along to the second, it's junior Kendall Fisher who brings the ball up, finds her sweet spot, and nails the three-pointer, giving Lawrence Tech the lead early in the second quarter. Lawrence Tech would find themselves down 11 at the break.
Coming back from break, LTU has gone cold from the field. However, here's senior Taryn Klein with a strong drive and finish in the lane to stop the bleeding. LTU down 12 going into the fourth. Jumping midway through the fourth, turnovers have hurt the Blue Devils, but sophomore Gabby Go makes an easy bunny of the feed from Fisher to close the gap. Lawrence Tech would go on to drop this one, 73-53.
We were really aggressive. We had to kind of watch out how aggressive we were because of how the game was being called, but if we bring that intensity every single game, we're most likely going to win more games than losses.
I thought we came out with a lot of heart and a lot of passion, and although, we didn't come out with the win, I thought it was a huge learning experience for us. We didn't get the win, but there was a lot of good things we did and a lot of things that we can learn from.
We did a great job. I was really happy with the game plan we put together. Saturday was kind of an experienced team against an inexperienced team, and it showed. You need to play against those good teams to get battle tested, and right now we're in the thick of that. We're growing by the day. We're buying into the system, to this team, to the vision. I was really proud of the fact that we continued to fight till the buzzer.
Later in the show, we'll have more women's basketball highlights for you, but right now, let's do another Get to Know segment.
Hi, I'm Carly Dulugos. I'm a freshman here at Lawrence Tech, and I'm studying mechanical engineering. My favorite movie is Coraline. I always like Tim Burton movies. My favorite type of music is country music, and I'm really into Luke Combs. My favorite restaurant is Chipotle, but I do like other foods, like other Italian foods, like pasta.
Now let's see how our men's basketball team fared at their season opener against Goshen.
It's game day for the Lawrence Tech men's basketball team as they kick off their 2020 campaign on the road to face the Goshen Maple Leafs. Lawrence Tech looks to have a much more consistent season than last year. With a team now filled with upperclassmen, can experience finally pay off for the Blue Devils? Let's find out. Jumping to the end of the first, it's junior Sana Sisuo who flies into the lane for the point for the Blue Devils. They're now up by 2 late in the first half. Still in the first, the Maple Leafs have the lead back. The score's 22-24, and it would be the senior Alec Ivankovic who drains one from downtown to put the Blue Devils up by 1. Lawrence Tech would lead 32-28 at the break. Coming back from the break, the intensity heightens, and the junior Carter France, who's usually a sniper from the outside, drives hard to the lane and finishes at the rim for 2. Lawrence Tech leads 34-30 early in the second half. Moving along late in the second, LTU trying to put this one away. It's France again, but this time he drives and kicks it out to Ivankovic to hit the corner 3 to cap things off for the Blue Devils. Lawrence Tech would go on to win this one with a score of 80-70 for the final.
Let's jump from men's basketball to women's basketball highlights.
The Lawrence Tech women's basketball team is back on the road to take on the Foresters of Huntington. This young Blue Devils team has shown to be very relentless with everyone buying into the system. Can LTU get their first road win of the season? Starting in the first, LTU looking to strike first, and it would be the three-point specialist, Julia Huey, who knocks one down from behind the arc for the first points of the game. LTU up 14-13 at the end of the first. Moving along to the second, here's freshman Gracie Mitchell, who finishes the fast break at the rim to extend the Blue Devils' lead to 3. LTU leads 24-23 at the break. Coming back from the break, jumping to the end of the third quarter, here's senior Emily Langoff, who drives through traffic and finishes at the rim. The Blue Devils take a 4-point lead into the fourth. Unfortunately, the fourth quarter would not serve the Blue Devils well as they would go ice cold from the field, but junior guard Kendall Fisher would hit a 3 from way downtown to close the gap. However, Lawrence Tech would run out of time and drop this one 64-50.
Lawrence Technological University understands the importance of visiting a campus before enrolling in your college career. Here in 2020, LTU is offering the next best thing. 2 virtual open houses with tons of ways for you to investigate everything this nationally recognized university has to offer. Simply known as Blue Devil Days, you can explore their renowned academic programs in architecture, design, engineering, technology, science, and business. There's also an opportunity to hear about the admissions process and an overview of financial aid. You'll end the day with a student panel able to speak to current LTU students specifically about their college experience. The virtual Blue Devil Days are Saturday, November 14th and Saturday, December 12th, so be sure to RSVP today before space runs out. Just head over to upcoming.ltu.edu, click on Events and Tours, and then click on Virtual Events. The next 4 years are going to be the most important of your life. Do yourself a service and check out Lawrence Technological University.
Before we wrap things up, let's take a look at the Blue Devils' upcoming schedule.
Fall sports have now wrapped up the first part of their season and will return in the spring, which means we'll have plenty of men's and women's basketball highlights for you over the next couple of months. On Friday and Saturday, our men's teams will be competing at the Madonna Classic Basketball Tournament in Livonia. Their home opener is on Tuesday, and they'll be back at the Don Riddler Fieldhouse on Thursday. Tip-off for both games is at 7 p.m. And finally, our women's basketball team returns home for the first time since their season opener this Saturday to face Trine at 3 p.m. All home games will be streamed on our website. You can go find the complete schedule there as well, so make sure to visit LTUathletics.com.
That's all the time we have for you today on this episode of the LTU Sports Report. To stay up to date with daily stories, highlights, and news, be sure to follow at LTU Athletics on your favorite social media platforms. I'm Jenna Rose. We'll see you next time.